Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Now that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford have decided not to fight and they're going to fight other opponents, now you see that things are starting to bubble in the welterweight division. There were several fighters we haven't heard from the last 6 months. Stanionis, Ennis, even Virgil Ortiz, right? Some of the big names in the welterweight division. Everything went hush-hush, didn't it? But now that we got some movement as far as Crawford and Spence and what they're getting ready to do, Crawford taking on Eimantis, Spence, as of right now, looks like he's going to be fighting Thurman. Well, it's interesting because there's a growing rumor that Ennis was supposed, it was proposed to him to fight Mario Barrios. Now, I actually know someone who knows the Mario Barrios family, okay? He comes over here, this guy, and he changes out the water purifier there at my sink. Comes out, every quarter, changes out the filter. And he actually trains kids out here in the small gym. And we sit here and we talk all the time. And we always talk boxing. And I seen posts on Twitter about, damn, they're about to feed Barrios to Ennis. So the guy came here about like two weeks ago. And we were talking. And I said, hey, what's the latest on Mario? And he told me they don't have anything firm, but that Mario's name was mentioned as a possible opponent. So then I started seeing people on Twitter, like in the last couple of days, posting it. And they're like, hey, don't feed, they're about to feed Barrios to Ennis. And I'm like, damn, okay. It's not saying it's official, but maybe his name was tabled, okay? So Ennis posted something yesterday talking about 30-0 is coming. And it looks like he's back in the gym and he's training and all this stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, there's some traction going there. So again, I don't know if Boots is going to be fighting Barrios, but I know that these are guys who've been quiet, okay? Barrios, Boots, Stanionis, Butev, and Virgil Ortiz. But now you're getting a little bit of activity on the Twitter pages. Someone who never posts anything on Twitter, Eimantis Stanionis, he comes and he says, fight of the year pending. Now, I don't know who he's going to be fighting. But when you go through the comments, right, as we scroll down, I posted, hey, let us know, teammate. You got other people, Boots or Virgil, someone else, Boots or Spence. Let's go, my man. Let me get my big ass head out of here for you so you can see what's going on. The grind is worth it. Now, I'll tell you what, I won't be shocked if it's Spence, but I'd be disappointed because I want to see Spence fight Thurman. I'm just being honest with you. But I'm going to tell you this. For those of you who are saying, nah, it can't possibly be Spence who's going to be fighting Stanionis, I will tell you this. Stanionis has been paid step-aside money twice. I know once for the Ugas fight, right? He got stepped aside so Spence could fight Ugas. And then it would have been twice now here for Thurman. So if, in fact, Stanionis is not fighting Spence, he would have been paid step-aside money twice. But if somehow he's going to be fighting Spence, then that means Thurman is going to have to figure it out. But we don't know. But for him to say fight of the year, like, let's go back and look what he says, because that's what's fight of the year pending, right? Fight of the year pending. Who else can he be talking about? It's November. Damn, we're like halfway to December, right? Who in the world could Stanionis be talking about? Thurman? Spence? Ennis, right? Because Ennis is training too. So we may see, because like this guy here, Jack of all trades, says, Boots could be wrong, but both are in training camp. That's right. Boots is in training camp too. So not sure who Stanionis is coming back to fight, but I have a feeling we're gonna see a huge fight it's going to be Stanionis with one of those guys. Stanionis isn't going to come back talking about fight of the year and play with us, and he's fighting a guy like Barrios. So I'm willing to say that the Barrios fight with any of those top tier guys is off the table. But I can't wait to find out who it is because he's in training camp. Boots is in training camp. You know, Thurman is out there in training camp, and Spence is out there in training camp. So it's just odd. It's just odd, man, to find out who it is. So you can see there's other people here, man. Hey, the year over, so 2023. Nah, man, he said this year. Who is champ? Any clue? Gotta be Boots. Either Spence or Boots. God, please, Boots. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Boots. Ennis, please. Gotta be Adrian Broner. Ain't no damn Adrian Broner for fight of the year. He's talking about this year. He's not talking about next year. Boots, Stanionis versus Ennis. That's right. I really think that's what's coming. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Replying is the greatest of all time. So that's what we have going on right now. I honestly think, let's see what this guy says. I honestly think that rather Boots, Earl versus Boots than Earl versus Crawford. Best, I don't know about that. I know that I really think that Stanionis is gearing up for a fight with what's his name? Boots. That's just me paying attention and looking at everything. I really think that's what's gearing up. I just don't see Stanionis getting in there with Earl Spence. I think it's Boots. Honest, because Stanionis, if you think about it, Boots and Stanionis, in the last couple of days, they both just start bubbling up and their Twitter accounts are there's super activity going on. And they're not very vocal on it. And Stanionis, he says nothing. So you take a look at, matter of fact, y'all think I'm joking, right? You look at Stanionis' profile. This man, he only has 1,000 followers, which is crazy. But he just has fight of the year pending, right? 4 hours ago. And then you look, his last post was on October 28th. So it shows he's getting ready. Then on the 22nd, nothing was ever given to me. And then before that, let's look here. Let's go. We can do this in December. What's this say? Check this out, right? This guy. Richard Schaefer. Let me just move my big ass head out the way. Right? Tells ESPN they're ongoing talks. Hey man, for Earl Spence against Stanionis. He was open to working out a deal to step aside for the Spence-Crawford fight to happen, but now he intends to enforce his mandatory position. So, I don't know, man. Spence also holds, a couple other titles, and he didn't want to give Keith Thurman, but we don't know. We don't know. Stanionis, well, we're gonna see. So you can see that he's not very active on here. This is more other people commenting on his page. But when you look at Stanionis, training going perfectly. So he was supposed to fight in November. As of right now, I'm waiting for my fight date. So he's been training, man. And then before that, October 5th, so he's just, he's just not saying much of anything, He's just not saying much of anything. But then he comes now and he drops that bomb. Fight of the year pending, so we'll see exactly what happens. I am very interested in seeing if who he's going to be fighting. But that being said, man, more to come. All right, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, everybody across all 7 continents. Hopefully, we get a big fight with him and Boots, and I hope Spence and Thurman. I hope that fight goes forward, but it looks like I don't know what it looks like. But I just hope that doesn't fall apart. But that being said, more to come. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.